Hi, my name is Robert Sherman. I am a Schwinn Master Instructor. I'm here to talk about Quick Fit. Now, what Quick Fit is, if you're new to cycling or cycle all the time, when you come into a room with the bikes, how do you get it set up properly? How do you get it set up for a ride that's going to be successful and safe at the same time? So, with me today is
Anya.
Anya's going to be our student, and I'm going to take Anya through how to get set up properly in a quick way, efficient, so that every time that she gets on the bike, she remembers where she was, remember how it feels, and we're going to get started right now. Every bike has two releases. One is on the handlebars that move forward and back. And what we'll do is we're going to start in the middle, so everything is centered. So that way the adjustments are small. Here you have a number where you have plus to 4 and minus to 4. You put the notch on 0, which is in the middle. Squeeze that up so it stays sturdy. So that way I can't move it front and back. Anya's going to come up next to the bike, and she's going to bring her hip close to the saddle. We can guesstimate the angle and how high the saddle needs to be. So she's going to lift up the leg that's closest to the bike, and we're going to measure from the top of her thigh is where we want that saddle height to be. And we may make some micro adjustments along the way, but this is the first way to get around where that hip height would be, so when she's pedaling, at the bottom of her pedal stroke, she still has a slight bend in the knee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew the knob, and I'm going to raise that saddle up, and then I'm going to tighten the knob. So right now, the top of the saddle is the top of her thigh, and it's relative to her hip height, so that way we have a quick visual of how to get her saddle height set up first. And we've already done forward and back in the middle, so we may have to make some micro adjustments, but height is first. You see that if I raise the saddle higher, it moves her further back away from the handlebars. If I bring the saddle lower, then it's going to bring her closer, so we make the adjustment on whether she's closer or further away after we've done the height first. She's going to step across on the floor, and then she's going to put one foot onto the pedal below and then push herself up on top. Once she's in the cages, I want her to hinge forward, so now she has the forward position as if she was actually riding. And what we want to do is take a look at Anya's front leg, bring that leg all the way to the bottom. She should still have a slight bend in this knee, so her foot's parallel to the floor, her knee is slightly bent, and then just to make sure, we ask her to pedal. We see that there's still a slight bend in the knee. We feel that she's comfortable when we take a look at her body, and then we ask the magic question, do you feel strong and stable doing it? She's got flexion at the bottom of the knee. The last adjustment, I want you to slow down slowly. Don't stop. On the resistance knob, there's a word that says stop. So to bring her legs to a stop in a quick format, just push down. That'll stop the flywheel, it'll stop her pedals from moving, and then she can just get reset. And now we take a quick adjustment of where the handlebars relative to the saddle are. So bring yourself up 1 second. You can see that the handlebars are slightly above the saddle. For most people starting out, that will feel good. Why? Because the angle to hinge forward may be new for some people on the bike. Anya's ridden before, so therefore she's very comfortable having her handlebars just slightly above her saddle in a comfortable position. The last thing we're going to do is ask her how her arms feel and feel whether or not the handlebars are too far away or too close to her body. So we ask that question.
A little bit too far.
The way we adjust that is that we're going to lift up the latch, slide it back just a little, push it back down, hands are going to go back on. So let's go through the steps. Step 1, handlebars forward and back in the middle. Saddle forward and back in the middle. Have the client or have participant stand next to the bike, bring that one leg up, bring the saddle height in line with the top of that thigh, tighten all the adjustments, have her get on the bike, continue to pedal, ask for if there's any small adjustments that she wants to make that you'll do yourself when you come to class now, and then we're ready to ride.